Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions with a quick little stock market update. So the overall NASDAQ market closed 1% in the red. This doesn't come at much of a surprise. The NASDAQ market closed over 3% in the green on Friday. TQQQ was over 10 up in the it closed over 10% in the green on Friday. So it losing 3% today doesn't come at much of a surprise. One of the things that I quickly want to remind you of is that tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I did misspeak based off of what I said in today's earlier video. There is not a meeting. It's not a Fed meeting. It's a discussion with Jerome Powell and the Wall Street Journal. So that's going to be broadcasted live at 2 p.m. And the reason that I want to bring this up is for two things. The first thing is on the technical side for a lot of our technical traders, one of the things that you're going to want to look out for, I think it's a little bit easier to see on the 30-minute time frame. We have this consistent descending channel, lower highs and lower lows almost every single time like clockwork. When it touches the moving average, which is this green line, it gets rejected. There are times that it did push above and then it gets rejected, pushes up, gets rejected. We're testing the moving average. Again, be aware, it's been selling off for over a month. You can't hope for the market to recover if it's been showing consistent signs of a resistance and then it gets rejected. You can't be surprised, right? Understand the overall direction, understand the overall channel. I just want you to be aware of this before Jay Powell speaks to the Wall Street Journal tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, you guys saw this, right? This is the first time that it actually broke above the moving average in the past month. Do you remember what was said? During this Fed meeting, it's not what was said about interest rate. This is when they announced their 0.5 percentage point interest rate hike. Jerome Powell from the very beginning said that they will not increase interest rates more than 0.5 percentage point per month, right? Now, the concern with that is the reason the market went up, I think it was like 14%, or for TQQQ, 14% in just a couple of minutes, is because of what he said, that he does not intend to increase interest rates more than 0.5%. With what was released last month with the CPI data, and do you guys remember the market dropped after that CPI data came out, right? It dropped during the pre-market session. Overall NASDAQ market fell. CPI data it showed that inflation supposedly peaked at 8.5%, and right now we're sitting at 8.3%. So we're not seeing that retracement and that correction on inflation as quick as the Feds would have wanted it to, right? With that being said, if tomorrow and or moving forward, right? This is for every future meeting or interview. If Jay Powell says anything about possibly entertaining the idea of increasing interest rates more than 0.5%, that is where things can get messy. Because the only reason the market went up for a very short period of time is, if you remember, increasing interest rates 0.5% hasn't been done in 20 years. And the market went up 14%. It dropped the next day, but it went up 14% because of what was said, the guidance. It wasn't because they increased it. It's because he said he wouldn't increase it more than 0.5%. If it went up 14%, with him saying that they wouldn't entertain the idea, and now if he changes his mind and he says that they are considering the idea of increasing interest rates more than 0.5%, things can get pretty bloody. So I want you guys to be aware of this. You guys know that I decided to buy the dip on stocks like Amazon, Apple, and Tesla. But just because I decide to do something never means that you need to do it as well. I want you to be aware of this. This is something that everyone is looking out for. You need to pay attention to what is said, because if the market sells off, I want you to understand why it's so important. It's because what has been said before, and then what can be said moving forward if things do not play out, or because they're not playing out as well as the Feds originally thought. Something to take into consideration. So we'll be talking a little bit more about this during tomorrow's live trading session. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. Wanted to update you guys on the overall market as well as what, at least for myself, I'm preparing for as we go into that little conversation tomorrow at 2 p.m. Again, I'm going to link it down for you so you guys can do this on your own. If you guys want access to this live stream for the Fed meeting, it's going to be the first link down below. I'm possibly going to live stream it. I don't know if you guys would want me to. Just make sure you guys smash that like button. And of course, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you guys would like me to host that live stream. So I really do appreciate you guys' I really do appreciate you guys' time. I'll see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's live trading session. If you guys want to join us, that's going to be the third link in the description. And also, don't forget to join our free Discord chat. That's that second link down below. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.